Hey guys, welcome back.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not gonna say your name?
Oh, I think
I'm Dr. Jim Lopez, and this is Jodie. I guess I'm doing all talking today. Welcome back.
when he said, I go, what do you want the show to be on? And he was like, Hope and Faith. I'm like, you're not getting the microphone. He's like, oh.
Give me that thing.
All right, we'll start over.
No, we're rolling.
All right, let's do it.
No cuts.
All right. Hey, I'm Jodie Bowdeck.
I'm Dr. Jim Lopez.
All right, so one of the questions that we got, and if the people in the audience don't mind asking, did you want to ask your question about, social or something?
My question is about social media, and I just wanted to ask how I should use it because it makes me feel negative things in some aspects because I find myself comparing my life to others, like when I'm using it and I'm at home, it's cold, and I'm not feeling all that pepped up, and I see my friends out doing something fun. Should I just get rid of it altogether because it makes me feel these negative things, or how should I just change my thinking about it?
Good question.
That's a tough one. I think where a lot of people do that, you got to ask yourself where you're at in that moment and why you're on the phone and what are you looking for, you know, and then really dive that in self-reflect, like what is it that's missing and why are you, what's missing in your life or what's missing for you to be searching out or seeking happiness somewhere else. We want to look within, not without. And I think a lot of people, we get caught up with that. I mean, it's so easy. I even find myself doing it. Like you look through, like you're thumbing through Instagram, right? And you're like, it's -6 degrees and you got friends out in Cali and they're like surfing or, having dinner on the patio and you're like, and immediately it's like, I wish I was there. Mm-hmm. And then the more that you do that, then it's just going to bring out more self-doubt. Then you start questioning yourself, and then it just, leads into, more turbulence.
Right, and then comparing yourself to someone else when you really have a blessed life. If you seriously sit down and think about it, your life is probably freaking amazing if you would stop comparing yourself to other people. And that's, it's so hard. I don't post a lot of my stuff on Instagram or Facebook or stuff, my personal stuff, because I try to connect with people. But so I can reach you guys, a lot of what happens, Katie and Hannah put out there. And I recently ran into a friend, and it was so hard, and I love her and I embrace her for this, but she's like, yeah, your life is so freaking wonderful. Mine's been really hard this year. And I was like, ooh, I'm like, sweet. And we were born, so much near each other, and our lives are parallel in a lot of ways. And I'm like, oh, honey, don't compare yourself. And that's part of the problem, And so I think your life is amazing, and you have things in your life that I wish I had. But so just don't compare yourself at all. You have your individual journey yourself, and that's so hard that people don't really understand that sometimes. And I think that it's beautiful that we're all on our own journey, and whatever that looks like to you. I can tell you my journey has been like this, and it twisted, and it's got some checkers in it. And so, just embrace where you are and be happy in that moment, and then move forward from there, And I do really agree with you on the whole, why are you searching?
That and, something that was just coming to my mind is like we have to face the facts that that's the way things are with technology nowadays, mm-hmm. right? We've got access to everyone else's personal life. So, we can sit there and then, bash that as well, or we can, again, look for the opportunity within that moment. And I think it's a great opportunity when you have those self-doubt or those feelings of self-doubt or those questions arise, like immediately switch that off and start counting your blessings, what you have to be thankful for at that moment. Yeah. So, it can be a really good exercise to build self-confidence, build love within yourself too, to, take that as a challenge. You start looking without, and then immediately reflect and start looking within.
Yeah, and also celebrate for them what's happening. They're on that mountaintop, or your friends are, and be, if you want to respond, be like, hey guys, I'm so happy that your life is so amazing. Good for you, rather than being like, just I mean, celebrate it. That's the biggest thing is to, and I think we might have talked about this, or we're going to talk about this, is about celebrating moments and celebrating life and being in a place of gratitude.
I was going to say,
yeah, go ahead.
Real quick
Yeah.
with that is, it's a great opportunity again to like pick up the phone and have a conversation and really get where that person was in that moment, and allow them to share where they were. Because again, posting the picture again could be lonely for yourself as well. They may be lonely doing that themselves, but you pick up a phone, it strikes a conversation. How did you feel in that moment? What was going
I like
on?
that. Yeah.
How happy was that? Share that experience with me of what that photo meant to you.
Yeah.
And I think it opens up a lot more communication and relationship building as well. So.
It
Don't
also.
let social media be a thief of your gratitude.
I like
That's
it. Oh, nice
I think a
hashtag.
good homework assignment would be feel like every time I feel that a little spark of that, jealousy
Envy.
or whatever, just like think of something that I'm grateful for as I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
It kind of rolls into a coaching call I was on the other day, and the person called and said, everybody's so motivated, and my passion is photography, and I just can't get myself motivated. I'm so overwhelmed with it. And I said, well, from 10 to 12 o'clock every day, block out, put your phone on airplane mode, and just work on your photography, whether that means that you do a syllabus of what you wanted to get done. You go and you take pictures, you connect with people, so then you're going into your space and getting yourself motivated. If that's your passion, then go for it,
Right.
But you have to block that time out to do it too. I'm a very systematic person. Like, opening up yoga studios is systematic to me, do. This is what you do. This is the order you do it in, but for other people, it's not, and I'm trying to write another manual, and I was so in my head about where I was going with it. And I called Charisse and I was like, Charisse, give me ideas. All she said was modules. And I'm like, boom, done, So sometimes you just reach out, or you just take time to go within. Like, there's both sides of that, but it's just taking the time to do it, and you have to. You absolutely have to. It changes your life. It really does.
Right. Yeah. Where were we going with that?
I was going into all kinds of stuff.
Foundation of being in your head.
Yeah.
How do you get out of your own head?
Oh, girl.
Like, what do you do?
Go ahead, because I'm going to take over. Go ahead.
Say that again.
So how do you get, like when you're so in your own head and you know that you are, how do you get out of it? Like, how do you get out of that, thought process?
You just got to disconnect.
And how do you disconnect?
Well, whatever that means for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Immediately, for me, it's, I got my cat, I got Gina, right? She's a little princess. She's high maintenance. She's very high maintenance. So.
Surprises me.
But I also set it up that way. You know what I mean? Because it allows me to, no matter what or where I'm at, or the turbulence that's going on, it just allows me to, realize that there's somebody else or something else, at that moment that requires my attention. So it's like there's no other focus but, being with her, at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Cat man. Weirdo cat man.
I have 4 dogs, so. There's a book I read a long, long time ago, and it's called The Art of Detachment. And it's really good because it gives you some tools just to, again, just detach and disconnect, like you said, and just to make that happen. And it's, again, going back to your meditation, going back to being present, not comparing yourself. I hope that you get from us a lot of tools to be able to do these things. So if you have any questions about that and you want to ask us, well, give me a tool for this, or give me a coping mechanism for this, we're happy to help you on all of that.
Yeah. Taking a walk.
Yeah.
Taking a walk. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
Leave the phone.
See, there we go again. Except for if you're watching us.
And
sure you
just
scrub-
go take a walk. Literally,
Yeah.
take a walk and it's and take a few steps and then just really stop and look around, and check your environment out and see, what's going on. Just
There are times where I'm, if my phone dies and I'm out, when I look back, I'm so thankful because I'm I was not in that world. I wasn't, having a conversation with someone else, or I was just in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what if when I disconnect or I need to feel better, I like to buy makeup. But I don't always have money. I just walk to the makeup store.
Oh, well, you could do that. You could come to a yoga class. You could do a lot of things. As I'm getting looks in the background from Cerise, turn. Look, you're paying too much attention that way. Makeup is awesome. You know, call up one of your girlfriends and ask them if they could turn around and, hey, you guys, do you want to play a little bit today? And let's put makeup on each other. I mean, how fun is that? We were out and we had a big eyelash conversation.
Not we.
Your eyelash was in your eyeball.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And then my friend, being blonde, you don't have very good eyelashes, so they're very light. As Hannah's flipping her head around back there. So wearing fake eyelashes is kind of a norm for blondes. But then like the wind blows and they blow, or you put on your sunglasses and they hit your sunglasses
Or
and
you
stuff.
have spiders and you take them off.
Yeah. But it's just something fun that you do to be girly, and so you could go and do that with your friends, you know, or teach each other different makeup skills. Just come to get moving. That my whole point of that was just. If you can change your address, you can change your mind. And your address does not mean packing up and moving the hell out of town. It means physically getting up, even if that means walking into another room. Because so many times when you're feeling that way, you feel like those walls are closing in. And to get up and physically move changes everything. Movement heals. It really does. Laughter heals, And I'm not saying you have to go out and do burpees and shit like that, but just go and move, and you'll feel absolutely wonderful. And we have another question.
Yes, okay. So how about people who are really busy and, you're talking about taking time out for yourself, disconnecting from social media. Why watch the show? Like, how is the show going to impact us in a way that's going to be valuable to everyone's everyday life?
Oh, I like it. Go ahead.
So I think that's where the creation of the show stemmed from, right? Is what is it that we can spark something inside of you that makes you want to take time for yourself, that makes you want to fall back in love with yourself, or do more things that you love, just be able to find hope, because we all are busy. Right? Yeah. I mean, you hear that so much. Oh, I'm so busy. Are you really busy?
Right. Or are you scrolling?
What are you busy? What are you busy doing?
Right.
That's what that would be my question. Would be, what are you busy doing?
And he would probably say it really sarcastically too.
It's like we can make myself busy all day long. You just want to make sure that are you busy doing the things that you love and that you find happiness and joy in.
Yeah.
So that would be my challenge, and if not, then why are you doing it? I think that always gets back clear to what your purpose is. Do you even know what your purpose is? Yeah. And asking those type of questions. I think for myself, and what a challenge you to do out there is to really dig deep and start asking yourself those tough questions. And then when you're able to answer those questions and give yourself the freedom to change those answers. And every day you could change those answers, but if you find what you love doing, or you ask yourself what your purpose is, then while you're busy, through that day, it's like, are you doing the things that are either getting you closer to your goals, or living that purpose, or you're not? And then that, going back to finding happiness, then all of a sudden now you're doing things that are happy, that are more, or you're more happy through the day. And not feeling so challenged and stressed out about things.
Yeah, I agree with you. That doesn't happen very often.
It's on video too.
Yeah.
You heard that? Yeah. So going and staying on that with the creation of the show was like to create a conversation with you out there, and whatever we can do to support you with those questions. So you want to take a video clip of yourself and shoot the question in, and then we can start a conversation that way.
Yeah, I would love to see your faces. I mean, that would be fantastic. And who knows, maybe come on the show with us.
Right. Yeah. So I think doing with that is we wanted to be able to find individuals or people or groups out there that are providing that love and hope for their communities and their environment. So if you know anybody out there, or you know, that's doing great things and that's providing that you know, service and faith and love with people, then, you know, send them in or send them our direction, so that way we can share that with everybody.
Yeah. Charisse had made the comment, and this is really how originally I got started, was I wanted to show on what's right with life, because I don't watch the news because it's just bad, you know. Rarely do they say what's right. I said, well, what do I got to do to get NBC to pick me up, or ABC or something? She's like, you don't. We're going to create your own show. So that's how it started with the YouTube, and then it all flowed in. Had I not done that, then I probably wouldn't have wrote the book. I probably wouldn't have met you. We probably wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be in Chicago. We wouldn't be in LA. We wouldn't be doing all the stuff that we're doing. So just follow that dream and follow that little bit. But it started with a conversation is where I'm getting at. And so let's start the conversation. Mm-hmm. So chances are.
So chances are this is even just what we're doing is going to turn into something else.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just feel it, like that's the way that it's being created. So I could see this, you know, really turning into a book, or, you know, something else that's going to really be able to support a lot of people. And we want to make sure that this is like community driven. Yeah. We want to make you feel a part of this. This is, you know, this is you, for you, about you. So anything that you have, you know, let's do that, because we're not alone. Like, everybody has these same emotions and questions for themselves, you know. So,
and personally, I'm excited that you wanted to do this, because it's awesome that I have somebody to bounce off of, you know, because I'm a lone ranger a lot of times doing stuff and getting it all together. So when you said it, I was like, oh, I have to do it by myself, you know, and I have support with you guys in the background and stuff, but to actually sit up here and go back and forth is awesome. So I appreciate you wanting to do this. So.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
We got to build the tribe, right? We got to build a tribe.
That's right.
So we want you to be a part of the tribe.
Yeah.
Right.
So make sure you subscribe. Send us your questions. Again, videos. That would be awesome. Got anything else?
No, just have a great day.
Yeah. Bye. Love and appreciate
Bye.
you.